Liverpool beat us 5-0 at Old Trafford. I've just come back from Old Trafford now. Oh, it hurts, man. Everything went wrong today. Everything just went wrong. The only good thing that happened today is I actually finally tried the McDonald's Mac Plant. I've been wanting to try that vegan burger from McDonald's for a long time now, and it's very nice. It's a Beyond Meat burger, really good. That's the only good thing that happened today. Just from first minute to last, yeah, it just you can break down a football team like this. What do they do in possession and what do they do out of possession? And actually, the average footballer only is involved in the play directly about 2 minutes. So essentially, 88 minutes of the game, a football player doesn't have the ball. So if you don't think that what you do out of possession is important, you're quite naive. And what United do or don't do out of possession is glaringly obviously wrong. So today we didn't play a low block, nor did we press. We did a little bit of both. And as a result, we got passed around. Liverpool didn't do anything. Liverpool weren't that good today. They won 5-0, they took their chances, fair play to them, but they basically just passed through us. Leicester passed through us. Atalanta passed through us and had some chances, could have easily beat us. They scored twice as well. West Ham passed through us. It's not difficult to play against United. You basically need to pass it to your number 6 and they'll be able to, if your number 10 can find space, you can feed the ball into them, just like Leicester did into Maddison, and then you've got a clear run. Or you can chip the ball over the top of United's defence and recycle possession. It's not tactically difficult to beat United because out of the ball, the forward line doesn't put any pressure upon your back line. So if if you've got players like Trent Alexander-Arnold or Van Dijk, you can look up, you can decide where you're going to pass it, you can take a touch, and you can pass the ball 40, 50 yards. And that's all they did. Or you can pass the ball through midfield to Henderson, and he passes it to their attackers. It's not difficult. I'm not being bitter and say that Liverpool weren't that good. They weren't. They provided chances for Salah. He's on fire. He smashed it. End of. Right? So, out of possession, United don't have a plan. They don't press and they're not a low block. So they're really easy to play against. So that's my first criticism of Ole Gunnar. Second thing, what you do with the ball. So United, it's hard to understand why United try to play a short passing game from the back four through midfield and midfield to the forwards. We don't have the midfield players to do it. Fred can't quarterback the team forward. McTominay can't do it. They're runners, they're harriers, they're there to rough up the opposition and try and be defensive, but they can't quarterback the team forward or to pass the ball forward. So as a result, the strikers are starved of service, and we often get caught in possession. Fred did it in the box. And actually, I'm not blaming Fred or McTominay or any individual. It's not working. I said it in the pre-match video. United need to go long. They need to go long and counter-press. And if they go long and the ball's are wayward, they need to counter-press and win the ball back high. And they did it 1 or 2 times. And that's really the only way that this team can play. This team is trying to play like Barcelona. It's trying to retain possession and build through the thirds. It doesn't have the ability to do it. We had a little bit of a sustained period in the first half, but it doesn't have the quality on the ball. You need to buy better players to do that. So that's my second criticism of Ole. Do I think Solskjaer should be sacked? No, I don't. I think he's done a fantastic job. Does it hurt losing to Liverpool? Yeah, it hurts a lot. But United have lurched from crisis to crisis, manager to manager. And for me, right, people think managers need money. And they do. They need money, they need better players. But you know what you need? You need power. Player power at United is too much. You need to be able to drop star players and them knock down tools, right? And if the manager doesn't have power, then you're in trouble. So if the players don't fancy the manager, they know that they can play badly for 6 to 8 weeks and the manager's going to get sacked. So that's the first reason to keep Solskjaer. The second reason is he's done a fantastic job. We finished second last year, right? It's 8 or 9 games gone. It's not gone well so far. But when he came, we had Smalling, we had Fellaini, we've now got Varane and Ronaldo. He's upgraded the squad considerably and he deserves more time to try and implement a solution to these tactical issues. So, what do you think? I know that's probably a minority view, but I don't believe that Solskjaer's the issue. The issue is the personnel in midfield. And people say, why didn't he buy anyone? Listen, look at 17 years of Glazier ownership. They don't spend more than £50 million net. They've pushed the boat out a little bit this year. They've spent about 65 million. But with the turnover United have, that's not a lot of money. And you go into the season, anyone who watched United can see that Matic, who's getting on, not got the legs, Fred and McTominay, as your three of your two midfielders to play at the base of a diamond, aren't good enough. So why didn't they buy midfielders? Because the Glazers don't want him. So you go and sack Ollie and don't buy any midfielders. The next manager, can he finish higher than second? There's a question for you. The answer is no, because the quality isn't there. So finishing second was a great achievement. You then have to build on it. They've done okay in the transfer market. You need to buy one or two deep lying midfield players or hope that someone from the youth system is world class and you can bring them in. So that's my two penneth. I know most people will disagree with me, but I'd keep Ollie, try to regroup, try to find a tactical solution, and let's get to January and buy someone. I'll never call for a manager to be sacked at United. I'll never ever do it. I'll never boo the team off. I'll never boo the players. I'll never call for a manager to be sacked ever. And you know, that's it. That's just the way I feel about it. But anyway, thanks for watching. Have a great Sunday, and I hope you're happier than I am. Bye.